Previously on Coruscant Nights.
Mr. Ang, this is TC-41. I am in grave trouble. It appears as though... and I don't know what to do. Please send help or call the clones.
So what do you want to do about this?
We should try to find where the TC has gone.
Well, we have no idea. All we know is he's in trouble.
If you all heard of the Jedi Knights?
No, what are these things?
Do
you know what they are?
I know what they are. Why don't you know what they are?
A couple of them came by a couple weeks ago looking for a missing droid. From what I hear, they found it up in the upper levels. Maybe a junkyard kind of thing.
So you think this TC could be in the junkyard?
Could be.
Oh, this is my place. These are my people.
These are your people?
Yes, these are my people. I love these people.
Those Anubas are named Festa, Ronto, and Dirt.
All right, well, introduce me to your friends.
Doubt you came just to cheat at a game. You need us to get you somewhere?
Yes, we need a ride. We need a ride through Tangletown.
No, you're not riding, but we can show you how to get where you're going.
It was worth a shot.
They are bigger than you, and you could definitely ride on them. We have pride, though. Friends and allies can be found in unlikely places. And then you find yourself up in one of the upper levels where you can actually see the sky.
What? And I'm like gripping the ground with my claws. What is this? What is this thing above us?
It's the sky.
I'm going to walk carefully. I do not want to fall.
You can see a handful of stars despite the overwhelming lights of this planet.
They hung lights all the way up there?
Wait, why don't you know what the sky is?
I've never seen the sky before in my life. I'm a stray cat from the underbelly of Coruscant.
Have I?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, okay.
Because a good owner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He takes you out in a bubble carrier.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cute.
Mm-hmm.
You'll sound like a baby Bjorn.
I feel like I wouldn't like that too much. Yeah, just stop being so scared. You're fine. Let's just keep going.
I walk slowly behind them, gripping like dirt under my claws as we go.
As you get to one of the brighter spots up here, there are more and more people, which, as a stray cat, that's dangerous, having people around.
We need to stay hidden.
Yes, we should stay hidden. Quick, under here. I don't know what we went under. What did we go under?
Underwear.
I just made you say it. They always fall for that.
But really, we need to stay hidden.
Okay, where do we go? There's nowhere. I mean, we could dig a hole in this stuff, but
Just try to stay out of the light and move quickly, and no one's gonna notice us.
Festa, Dirt, and Ronto lead you to... Actually, before we get there, I would like you to remain hidden and not be seen by any humans or other people. So I would like a difficulty 4, which is average, roll to remain hidden.
And is that cunning?
If you can argue that it's fierce, I'll take it. But yeah, it's probably cunning.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with cunning. So, I'm trying to get?
Trying to get a 4 or more. Okay.
Nope.
well, she's trying to sneak.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a little nervous and darting in between people, thinking that I can hide under their feet.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm unlucky. Or no, that sucks. Can we undo that?
I'm done.
Do the same thing, except if you want to hide with your speed, that would be fierce.
Okay, I was going to use unlucky. I'm trying to think of an unlucky way that I...
But that's a flaw.
I love my flaw.
Well, if he wants to use his flaw because then he gets more kitty treats.
Yeah, and I can use my kitty treats to do cool things. I'm trying to hoard my kitty treats is what I'm trying to do.
He uses big mouth. What is that?
Overconfidence.
Overconfidence. Yeah. Not big mouth. Okay. I had one for big mouth. I don't have one for overconfidence. Okay. So what are you doing? Do you want to try to
I want to be
hidden?
unlucky, but I want to try to be hidden and be very unlucky at it.
Roll your cunning. Okay. So you weren't. I can't work unlucky into a successful roll.
Okay.
Tooks's darker fur and stripes are sort of keeping him hidden with all the darker colors close to the ground and sewer grates and things low to the ground. But Vecti's lighter coat, who sort of has a peachy color.
Not good for hiding.
Mm-hmm. Not great for hiding. And a droid with sort of a tall head that almost looks like a hat and carrying a stick, sort of twirling it around as he walks. This turns to another droid. Are those stray cats? We should call somebody. And the second droid gets on his comlink and calls... Animal Control? We've got some stray cats near the Golden Gun Dark. You should probably take care of this. I think there are dogs, too. And they walk on. But somebody's probably coming. You might be in a bit of a time crunch. Yeah.
Vecti, they've made us.
Let's run.
So, Vecti, Tooks, Fessla, Dirt, and Ronto run the rest of the way to the junkyard salvage yard. And you get there and you hear some barking coming from the back of it.
Do you think they went around back?
This is as far as we go.
This is dangerous territory from here?
It can be.
You do not know the people who are talking out back there?
No, I don't know her at all.
Her? It's just one?
Yeah.
It sounds like 50.
Yeah. She's big.
Any advice on dealing with her?
Steer clear.
Oh, gosh.
Thank you, my friends. It will be good to see you again tomorrow.
Fessla gives you the 2 claws to the eyes, 2 claws pointing at you.
I look behind me. Is there someone behind me, my friend? Someone back here?
I'm watching you. You bring me that fish.
I thought I was taking her fish.
Whatever.
Yes.
I want fish and you're gonna bring it to me.
Of course, my friend. When have I not come through for you? Well, there was the one time.
Yeah, there was that one time.
Let's not remind him of those times right now.
Okay.
And they turn and leave, leaving you in front of a tall chain link fence and a big junkyard.
Well, I think our answers are in here, or in there. Not here and there combined. They are in there.
Let's just climb the fence and get in.
I have seen this one movie once, and they went and they climbed the fence, and halfway up the fence, all of a sudden they started shaking, and then they fell off the fence.
Man, come on. Don't be scared of everything. Let's just climb the fence. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's not electrified.
Okay, I will follow you. You first.
All right, let's go.
You're almost forcing me to do it.
We are presently pointing to the slots on our character sheets that say overconfidence and unlucky.
I'm gonna give you each one.
Good.
1 kitty treat each. Because Vecti puts a paw on the electric fence and gets a buzz. Not enough to hurt you, but just enough to make the hair on the back of your back stand up.
Whew, that did not feel good.
And I think with your unlucky, because I gave you that kitty treat, you test it out.
I'm sure it's not that bad. It's probably fine. You just tingle, and then it's not so bad. We could climb the whole way. I just grab it. No! Oh! My fur is just like up all over. I do not think we should have done that. We'll have to find another way in. perhaps we should just go through the front door at this point.
Is there a front door?
Yeah, it's really close.
Okay, why didn't you tell me there was a front door?
I was very excited about climbing the fence. I really like that movie.
So the
With Hollow Video.
front door of it is solid. It's not a fence, but it looks like maybe you could squeeze under it.
We can squeeze under it.
I'm sure. We did not bring the Jerry. We will be fine.
I'll go first. And I squeeze.
You squeeze and scramble,
Okay.
and your coat's a little bit dirty now, but you get under the door.
Is it okay in there?
Yeah, come on through.
Okay. Climb back. Kind of scurry under it.
And you're in.
What do we see?
Big piles of trash.
This is
And you hear the barking.
This is a beautiful place. Look at all of this.
Okay, well, let's focus on staying away from wherever that barking is coming from, and let's look around and see if we can find any sign of TC-41.
I think there are a lot of TCs in here. This could be a beautiful mansion.
Okay, I think we're kind of losing focus here. We need fish tomorrow. We need
Yes.
to find TC-41.
Yes, the fish. We shall have to find the TC. So, where do we start? Where would you like to start?
Over here, where it seems like the barking is not very close to us.
That's fantastic. We shall go that way. What do we see over there?
More and more piles. As you wander around, you can see that where the barking is coming from, there's a little shack with a light on inside.
I look in these piles and I do not see robot parts. I do not see the droid parts.
What do you think's over in that shack?
More barking. I mean, I think we should go there, but I'm a little reluctant.
Well,
They said we will find something here or find some information. Perhaps we should find a way to get into that shack without the very angry lady.
maybe we can distract her, get her out of there so we can go in and check things out.
Yes, this sounds good. Is there any heavy equipment around? You know what? Here, Mark. I think there's some amazing heavy equipment around that's been left unattended and running.
There's a big crane with sort of one of those grabber claws that are in those grabby stuffed animal machines.
Mm-hmm.
It is not running because it's the middle of the night, but they might be dumb enough to leave the keys in.
Vecti, shall we check this out?
Let's check it out.
So it's big and it's yellow. And what are you planning on doing?
I have no plan. What do you want to do?
Well, if one of us can make some noise with this thing to get her to come out of there, I think that should be you. Just make sure you get out in time so she doesn't find you, and I'll try to go in the shack and see what's up.
Oh, okay. I will, and I'm sitting there pawing at the keys that are sitting in it. I will turn these. Perhaps something will happen. Something.
Okay, yeah, let's switch. Maybe I'll turn this on. I don't really trust you to figure out how to work this, and you go check out the shack.
Oh, okay. And if worst comes to worst, I will tell her a fantastic story, and we will make our way in.
Okay, yeah. Let's try that. We'll see how that goes.
Okay, so we'll do a roll from Vecti first. It's unfortunately going to be cunning again to turn this thing on and see how it works.
Oh, why?
We're going to make it hard, so you have to get a 5 or more.
Oh, no.
That's a 2. Okay. So you bat at the keys and they move around, and you don't really get that turning them is the thing that you have to do to get it to start up. And the jingling is just loud enough that barking starts up again.
So, can I use my moving objects to move a pile of trash nearby and distract her to go to that direction instead of straight towards me?
Sure, yeah. How do you want to move it? What
I want to knock over a big pile of trash.
just like a big pile?
Yeah, it's like a big pile of trash, just make a lot of clutter.
Okay. So I'd say since you are using force, you want a big pile, you can probably use fierce. Adding your 2 extra dice for your ability.
Okay. And what do
And we want a 4. I see a 6 and a 5. Anything else? Okay. So you did it.
Yay.
What exactly happens?
So I use my powers to knock over a big pile of trash to create a bunch of noise while I'm hiding in this thing I couldn't turn on. And she, whose name we do not know, I guess, runs out of the hut towards the pile of trash I just knocked over. And I see Tooks running toward the shed, and I decide to go run that way as well.
And as you are running towards the shed, Tooks, you see that this Corellian hound, a very large, pale, dog-like thing, is chained to a stake near the house. And as it gets to that pile that just went down, it reaches the end of its chain.
And I am behind.
And you are running into the house, right?
Yes.
The shack.
Yes.
Okay.
Run.
Okay. And then the two of you get into the shack. And you're not alone here. The two of you get into the shack. The door was open just a tiny bit. And you hear crackling sound of somebody using some kind of tool. Like a little blowtorch kind of thing. And you see somebody sitting at a table. You can't see what's on the table because you're too low to the ground. But the person behind it is very lizardy, very tall. And they are using some tool to put some mechanical bits together.
So we're in the shack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I immediately dart into a corner where I'm not going to be seen so I can kind of observe what's happening. Trying to see what this lizard person is doing.
I'll sneak up behind the lizard person and whisper gently, "You want to go outside to check to see what that noise was." This isn't going as I planned with my powers.
You probably shouldn't do that because you don't want people to know that you're a special cat.
Okay, so that's what I'm trying to understand mechanically. So, like, I can't really, like, what I did the first time doesn't really work. Like, my power mostly works with other animals, or...
The direct way would work with other animals.
I have to do it indirect with...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you do it indirect?
So, like, I could brush up against his leg.
Yeah.
And be like, follow me outside.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'll do.
Okay. I think you're rolling a cute, unfortunately.
That's fine.
But with your ability, you get 3 dice. And this guy, you want a 3. He's easy. You got 2 5s. So it happened exactly as you hoped it would. So he gets up from his work. He looks down.
I think I'll follow you outside.
Yes, I'm very cute and snuggly. That's what everyone thinks of me. Come, we shall go outside and perhaps calm down the dog.
And the two of you head out the door, which he closes behind him.
Oh, that's convenient for me. So I'm alone in the shack, so I'm going to jump right up and try and figure out what he was doing, what he was working on.
He is working on a droid.
Ooh.
It's not TC-41.
Oh.
But he is putting parts from one droid on another droid.
Oh.
So it's like part astromech, like R2-D2, part assassin droid. I think it's got a gun on it.
Ooh. So is there any other information I can gather from this thing he's creating with these parts?
He left his comlink on the table.
Oh. So I'm going to go the Tooks way and bat around at the comlink a little bit and just see if any noise starts to happen.
Yep, you bat it with both paws. And would you like to cash in one of your kitty treats?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You bat it around with 2 paws, and you eventually get a voice out of it that says,
The shipment is almost there. I will be there shortly. Do you have the piece ready?
Oh. So,
Rex, are you there? Do you have it ready?
yeah, I'm not going to do anything else because my answer is just going to be meow, meow, meow. That's going to raise some red flags. So I step away from everything. I'm going to try and sneak back out of the shack and tell Tooks what's happening and that there's a shipment of some kind coming, and we should maybe stick around and see what that's all about.
Okay. So he closed the door, so you probably sneak out one of the windows, and you see this person who you know now is Rex bending down and petting Tooks.
Yes, my friend. Right there behind the ears. Yes. Oh, yes. Now, wait. Oh, arch the back. Oh, right there on the back. Oh, right at the top. Thank you. Oh, no. My middle ducks down.
And
okay, Lord. Yes, thank you.
the Carillion hound is slowly approaching. Do dogs have... Is this an expression for dogs? Its hackles raised. I guess that works.
Fur on the back of its neck.
They're like...
Not furry.
They're not furry. They're ugly. It's got big
You don't wanna mess with
nostrils. It's almost like pale white, hairless skin.
Is what Rex hears.
Mm-hmm.
I look at her and say, "Hello, you must be who they speak of. Is that not true? You are much more beautiful than I expected."
You're not very cute.
I know, I am going for it though, and I am very unlucky.
And you also already used your magical power, so you cannot influence
Not at this point.
this hound.
You're in trouble.
Yeah. You shouldn't be here. Comes in through this hound's growls.
Here I am right here right now. I mean, I could not be here. I start backing up slowly.
Nobody's allowed to be here.
Vecti!
I'm still a little ways away, and I'm motioning for him to come on, like get away from the dog. It's on, it's on a chain. It can only go so far. So they hear meow meow meow, but I'm like, come on.
I bolt, making a break for it.
Okay, so I don't even have to make you roll for the bark that comes out of its mouth. Do you bolt? Or would you like to roll to stand your ground?
Ooh. I'm gonna roll.
Okay, so it's a fierce 4 check, so you have to roll a 4 on your fierce.
Okay.
You're brave.
Oh, so I get to use...
If you want, because you're brave, you get an extra die.
Okay.
Very brave.
And what do I need to get again?
A 4.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a super success.
Yes.
You do it way better than anybody thought was possible. So what happens? So this hound is advancing on Tooks and growling at him, and then lets out one loud bark, and Tooks takes off. But Vecti, you're up on a windowsill.
So what are my choices here?
Anything.
Yeah. So in the Star Wars game that we usually play, we've got triumphs, which means something great happens from your roll. That's what this is. Something great just happened.
Oh.
Something stemming from your bravery.
But like can I communicate with this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and it can be anything?
Pretty much.
So I'm going to try and, I guess, communicate with this. Well, I guess we don't know its name yet.
No.
Do we? Okay. And see if I can get them to back off and help us figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I don't think it's even a matter of see if you can. You're going to get them to back off.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's about the style and flair.
So I jump down and I put my little paw and stop Tooks. Like, no, we are not running away. We're going to stand our ground here, even though Tooks is like shaking and terrified. And I'm going to say, no, you are not going to push us around. Stop bullying my friend. We're just here for some information, and you're going to help us.
Do you have your claws out?
Yes.
Are you baring your teeth?
Threatening.
Yeah.
Very threateningly.
So you hiss that at this hound, and the hound takes a step backward, clearly intimidated by you. Rex, this lizard man, gets up and walks back to behind the shed.
So now I've got this creature in conversation.
Yeah.
Or at least I have their attention.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about the shipment that's coming?
It's droid parts. I thought you were here to steal droid parts.
We're not here to steal anything. We're looking for information about a very specific droid.
Everybody comes to steal.
Okay, well, we're not robbers. That's not what we do.
Okay.
Well, except with fish. We do steal a lot of fish.
Do you have
Mostly
fish?
you,
I
my
like
friend.
fish.
I have no, but if we find this droid we're looking for, we will have fish, and I will bring you a fish if you help us.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Maybe we should be keeping a ledger of this?
You owe a lot of people a lot of fish.
Well, don't be gambling it away anymore then.
But I felt like I was very lucky.
But you're so unlucky. Why don't you realize this? Anyways, we'll bring you a fish if you're able to help us out and find this droid we're looking for.
Okay.
We're looking for TC-41, and we were told this might be a good place to look, and we really don't know where to start.
I work with a droid. Droid's going to be here in a couple minutes. He usually brings more droids.
And is this droid trustworthy?
No.
Oh. Well, can you help us get information from this droid?
No.
Okay, well...
I don't talk droid. I talk hound.
I'm not sure anyone really talks droid, except for droids. Like, it would be crazy to have someone actually speak in droid.
So, can you at least help us figure out what this shipment is that's coming in and what other droids are coming in and help us look?
Yeah. It's there. It's right there.
She barks, and a speeder truck pulls up.
I'm hiding behind you still.
Like, hold on. I have to bark.
And she runs to the end of her chain and starts barking at a tall, spindly droid who comes out of the speeder truck and starts talking to the lizard man.
So the truck is stopped now.
Uh-huh.
And is it, like, open, or is it...
The driver's side door is open, and the bed of it is an open bed.
So, while...
You see a cloth over the back of it.
Okay, then while she's... Oh, did we ask her name? We're so rude.
We're so...
Guess I was threatening her.
Yeah.
While she's barking at the droid, I say to Tooks, come on, let's go check it out. And
Yes, let's go. Please, let's get out of here fast.
we jump up and try and look under the, like, blanket that's covering whatever's in the bed.
So you speed by the spindly droid and the lizard man and make your way to the bed of this truck, where there are bits and pieces of tons of droids. Arms, legs, torsos, heads, none of them are connected. You do know that TC-41 is a shiny silver protocol droid.
Okay.
So it looks like C-3PO except shiny and silver.
Okay, Tooks, do you see anything shiny and silver in here?
I will look. I will look very closely.
Everything in here is pretty beat up. Lots of dents, lots of cuts, lots of broken pieces.
Looks like they have... Perhaps we should ride in this truck to where it goes from, and perhaps we shall find her.
Well, how are we going to say... Aren't they going to unload this truck before they take off?
Yes, but we could hide in the cab.
All right, let's... We're going to try to hide in the cab.
Okay, so you make your way to the cab, and Rex and the droid take everything out of the back of this truck and make a big pile next to the shack. Are you going to try and stay in the cab when the droid gets in? It is basically a truck.
We
cab.
could jump into the bed and hide there.
Or on top of the gas tank, either one. I guess they do not have gas in this universe. They not have dinosaurs. There are no dinosaurs.
I also know nothing about trucks, so I'm gonna follow you on this
We
one.
will hide in the back of in the bed once they...
Okay. Yeah, so they unload all the stuff from the bed of the truck, and the droid gets back in the front. And one of you should make a roll to successfully hide.
You know what? I think instead of the bed, we're gonna hide underneath the truck, and we're gonna hold on. And it's gonna be fierce.
Okay.
Oh, good call.
And it's going to be 4.
I got 1 6.
1 6. Okay. So you do it, but it's not easy. And I'm going to say that it's a long, windy trip down in the bed, or underneath this speeder vehicle. And holding on is very difficult, and you do it for about 95% of the ride, but then you fall out at the last minute.
Ouch. Oh, it reminds me of the one time Jerry and I, when he was younger, he was much more fit. We used to travel all around Coruscant hunting underneath. It was quite adventurous. We pulled the ears off a Gundam.
Yeah, I can't imagine Jerry doing anything.
He was very buff in his young days. It went from his shoulders down to his belly.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode of Coruscant Nights.
Thanks to Caitlin and Ben for playing on these episodes. Go follow Caitlin's music at Boiled Over Music on Instagram.
Our music is by Mark Eberhardt.
You can find us on social media at Coruscant Night on Twitter, or you can email us at coruscantnightspod@gmail.com.
Love the podcast and want to show your support? You can leave us a review on your favorite podcatcher. You can buy us a coffee at ko-fi.com/Coruscant Nights, or you can visit us on Patreon.
Check it out at patreon.com/Coruscant Nights. Do you know about the thing we're doing called Donate for Destiny?
No.
So with Donate for Destiny, listeners of Coruscant Nights and Flight Risk and Dicey Cantina and New Republic Radio can all donate to an organization called Child's Play, which provides toys and games for kids in hospitals and domestic abuse shelters.
Aw.
And then, if they donate, that changes our Destiny pool.
Listeners, it is your destiny to donate.
For more details and to learn how to donate, visit coruscantnights.com/destiny.